bad enough.
Did you know China has created 4 major inventions in today's world? These would include paper, printing, the compass, and gunpowder. China has been praised for these inventions, but there's more to China. Culture has been a huge part of the Chinese society. In this culture, there's been major teachings such as the ones I'll be including today, which are legalism and Taoism. Dynasties have also been a huge part of shaping the Chinese society. A few of these would include the Tang Dynasty and the Ming Dynasty. China is also famous for the national monuments that have importance to China. The ones I'll be talking about include the Great Wall and the Forbidden City. The major teachings in ancient China are the beliefs, attitudes, and the practices set towards the service and living to a person's nature. They have had an extreme significance on the way society has been shaped. I'll be talking about 2 of the major teachings beliefs that are complete opposites. This would include Taoism and legalism. Taoism is also known as Daoism. It means path or the way. It was primarily based on freedom for individuals and the idea that there is central or organizing principle of the universe, a natural order or a way to heaven. The path of understanding Taoism is simply accepting oneself. Live life and discover who you are. Your nature is ever changing and is never the same. Don't try to resolve the various contradictions in life. Instead, learn acceptance of your nature. The next belief system I'll be talking about is legalism. It is a philosophical belief that human beings are more inclined to do wrong than right because they are motivated by entirely self-interest. Legalism holds that human beings are essentially bad because they are inherently selfish.
What?
No one, unless forced to, willingly sacrifices for another. Morality was of no concern to the legalist philosophers because they felt it played no part in people's decision-making process. Legalism became the official philosophy of the Qin Dynasty. All other philosophies were banned until the Qin Dynasty had fallen. In ancient China, society was not unified by one ruler, ruling all like nowadays. It was divided up by regions in which each region had its own ruler. The 2 dynasties I'll be talking about are the Tang Dynasty and the Ming Dynasty. The Tang Dynasty was from 618 to 907 AD. It was considered a golden age of China's culture, and arts reached their creative peak in China. The Tang Dynasty is well remembered for the era's contributions to poetry. Over 48,000 poems have been preserved. The Tang Dynasty was also the first and only dynasty to have ever had a female emperor. New inventions were created like the printing press, using movable print, porcelain used for dishes and decoratives, and gunpowder, which was originally made for fireworks, but eventually for weapons. And also mechanical clocks. The Tang Dynasty fell and the Song Dynasty took over in 907 AD. The Ming Dynasty ruled China from 1368 to 1644 AD, during which China's population would double. Known for its trade, expansion to the outside world that established cultural ties with the West, and the Ming Dynasty is also remembered for its drama, literature, and world-renowned porcelain. Created by grinding China stone, mixing it with China clay, and then baking it until translucent. A kind of gun called Hung Chong gun and powerful artillery were invented in the late period. It is said that a man named Wan Hu even tried to fly to the sky by sitting in a chair propelled by gunpowder sticks. Unfortunately, he failed and became the first sacrifice in human conquest of the sky. Corruption of the court officials drove the Ming Dynasty to fall. Besides the cultural government aspect of China, there is also a wide range of national monuments that people from all over the world come to see. 2 of the major monuments are known as the Great Wall of China and the Forbidden City. The Great Wall of China stands out to be one of the world's most famous landmarks. It is located in northern China and stretches approximately 21,196 kilometers from east to west of China. With a history of about 27,000 years, some of the Great Wall sections are now in ruins or have disappeared. The Great Wall was originally built in the spring and autumn in the Warring States period as a defensive fortification by 3 states, Yan, Zahu, and Qin, and went through constant extensions and repairs in later dynasties. It began as independent walls for different states when it was first, oh my goodness, sorry, I saw you laughing. When it was first built and did not become the Great Wall until the Qin Dynasty, when efforts were succeeded to join the walls together. The Purple Forbidden City is an attraction in China. It is the world's largest palace and lies at the city center of Beijing, and once served as an imperial palace for over 24 emperors during the Ming and Qing Dynasty. Ancient Chinese astronomers believed that the purple star Polaris was in the center of heaven, and the heavenly emperor lived in the Purple Palace. The palace for the emperor on earth was also called the Purple City. It was forbidden to enter without special permission of the emperor, hence the Purple Forbidden City, usually the Forbidden City. Nowadays, people can take tours of the palace and learn about the history. China has a long history full of cultural beliefs, including the teachings of Taoism and legalism. Both of the beliefs have had a large impact on China today. China was controlled by dynasties in each region, which two are known as the Tang Dynasty and the Ming Dynasty, all which have developed the government today. National Monuments of China has created it to be a part of a traveler's bucket list, if you can be seen as the Great Wall of China and the Forbidden City. China is a huge supplier to the United States for almost anything. Now when you look at the tag of something that says it was made in China, you have some background information where your stuff is coming from. Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, that was great.